Gege don't get female student. Listen to her.
Piss you guys off again today. I don't believe in marriage institution. I don't believe in it. In marriage. Do you understand? Not because I genuinely have a problem with that thing, but because I started to understand what marriage institution really is. And mind you, nobody taught me this and I started to understand it on my own. I have been somebody that has been into this agricultural stuff. I used to rear animals and I have farms in my father's house. I have plants. And let me tell you something, the more you are around nature, the more you are going to start seeing things differently. One thing with human beings is that we have brain. Our brain is complex. So therefore, we always think things and be trying to invent new things, That's why there are some things that are being done now that were not done in the past. There are some things that are being done in the past that are not being done now. So I want to explain to you what marriage really is. Marriage is not what they taught you it was, or maybe what you think it is. Marriage is simply legal slavery of women. There was a time when women are seen as properties. We are still being seen as properties now, just that it's not as much as it was in the past. Do you get? Women are being sold as products to men because men have this desire to own everything. Like they want to own a piece of land, they want to own houses, they want to own this one, they want their name to be attached to something. Women are not seen as human beings. We are seen as objects to own by men. That's why when a man comes to marry you, he pays your bride price. Men used to marry as many women as they liked. The fact that they are not doing one man, one woman is all because of religion. Do you understand? That's why they are not doing one woman, one man. But marriage is not natural. You don't really need to marry a man to procreate with that man or to get pregnant or to give birth for, humanity to continue. The way women were being sold in the past is like this. Women are being seen as objects. Just the way I'm wearing these clothes. Now, if I want to sell these clothes, I'm going to sell it to somebody and the person is going to buy it from me based on the quality of my clothes, how much they really need it, and the value. Do you understand? So that's the way they used to sell women. Women are being sold according to their age. Secondly, their ability to procreate or bear children. Thirdly, is according to whether the girl is a virgin or not. If the girl is a virgin, then the girl is more expensive. Women are being seen as products to buy and sell to men, not as human beings. Do you understand? And that tradition is what they have continued till now. Bobaziya marriage. The world is evolving. Yeah, one thing Nadia water. There was times when they used to kill twins. All of a sudden they stopped killing twins. That time now, if somebody came out now and said, stop killing, open up more at that time. See, stop killing twins. Twins are human beings too. There are some people that will come and stone me to death and say that what I'm saying is abomination. Now that is exactly the way you're saying me. Now me that is telling you about marriage being a scam. And it is women that it affects, not necessarily men. I can swear on my life, and I'll still be much alive, that 99% of marriages currently in this present day and age, including that one that your mother and father is they're trying to defend them, that they're happy marriages, are not happy marriages. They are not happy in that marriages. It requires the man and the woman to continue to tolerate themselves for the marriage to stand. Because marriage is not a natural thing. If something is natural, you don't have to force it to stand. When you look at plants, female plants don't go about looking for a particular male plant to stay with and marry to give birth or to start producing fruits. When you look at animals, female animals, they don't necessarily, or maybe the male animals don't necessarily go and start looking for a particular female animal to attach him or herself to start procreating. They don't do like that. The same thing goes to human beings. Humans don't necessarily need to attach themselves to one man or maybe one woman. They now have invention and they make. There was a time men buy as many women as they are buying and selling. That's why as a woman, once a man pays your bride price, you have to take his last name. You have to stay submissive because you are now like the man's property. If you are a wife, you are your husband's property. Do you understand? You now have to be doing everything for him, cooking for him, washing his clothes. When I come out and say I don't want to do this and that, somebody will come and tell me that I'm lazy, I'm this and that, because I refuse to, be your slave. Yeah, you know what slaves do. Not a wife is supposed to be a partner. If I should start talking about or maybe start supporting marriage, but I will not support it because it is not a natural thing. Some of you still don't get it. This is even how it's done naturally. If a guy gets me pregnant and I give birth, I, the mother, is the one that will be taking care of my child. That's why when you look at animals, naturally it is the mother that is taking care of that child. Then after that, I will continue to take care of my child until that my child reaches an age where he or she can now fend for him or herself. Then I will leave the child. The child is now an individual on his or her own. Do you understand? Not necessarily attaching myself to a particular man. If I decide to get pregnant for another man again, I can decide to do that. That's how procreation continues. That's how peace continues. All this, my man is cheating, my woman is, because what people are doing is not even natural. It's a way you have to force it to stand. You need for national. Very soon now, marriage will stop. Many people will stop getting married. Many people will stop getting. I'm telling you, because marriage is no longer working. There are so many high rates of divorce. And let me tell you how divorce started too. When you talk about divorce is simply a law that men themselves created for women that are no longer interested in the men that married them. Because women were seriously poisoning their husbands because their husbands were not treating them well. And due to that poisoning, there was high rates in the death of the male gender. So there was a time divorce did not exist. There was a time divorcing was illegal. Some of you still don't get it.
Though, let me advise you as an elder brother, because this issue you are raising or you are talking about is a societal issue, and somebody just have to talk to you and the people that are reasoning this with you. So first, let me show you a report. Look at this report here. It reads that men cheat more than women. What does that tell you? It tells you that we are already having a problem in the society. We have a problem, and the worst of it is that the society is not even punishing male for this. Despite you see that the numbers are increasing, the society doesn't punish male for this. The only entity that punish male for this is even the religion entity, and the religion entity do it by way of stigmatizing our society. They do it by way of just stigmatizing the male, that, okay, why do you have to do this? That is why when it's a Christian, you say, Brother John, why do you have to do that? The Bible condemns it, God condemns it. If it's a Muslim, the same thing, God forbid it. That is why Islam has to even make it one of their major sin. And in some Islam country, they just have to sanction the person. Yes. So it's only religion entity that actually punish men for what they are doing. If not, our normal society doesn't even, the secular society that you are somehow thinking about, right, does not sanction man for what they do. In fact, if man and woman is involved in this kind of situation, the religion is going to just stigmatize it, and our secular society are even going to praise the man, and the woman get more stigmatized than even the male. So you must understand this. So that brings me to the issue of marriage, because you now said, okay, you don't believe in marriage. Yes, no, you have your free will, you have your choice, but the problem I have that you are discussing societal issue in the open, in the public. A lot of people are listening to you. Some people do not think. Some people just want to just follow whatever you are saying, and you are trying so much to see how you can win people to this, and that is why I'm talking about it. So now, you now said you want to derive happiness just by not getting into marriage, and you can be happy. You can just meet one man, knock this, knock that, knock this. Like I said, look at the record. The record I've said men do that. Into what it means that you are already having a teeming market, you're having a booming market waiting for you to just open the gates. Open the gates, and they're going to let hell loose on you, like everything is going to go. So in any way, it does not affect the male. It does not affect the male. And now looking at the marriage, women benefit more in marriage than men. I will explain. If you think about critically, men only benefit this, which I will call exclusive benefit. I don't mean general benefit like what a woman benefit, men benefit, like companionship, women benefit that, men benefit that, right? But I'm looking at exclusive benefit. The exclusive benefit has to do with one, lineage, legacy, and old age support. Lineage, legacy, and old age support. These are the only reason why men is mentally attached to marriage. Otherwise, you are welcome, baby, because you are just saying, let them just be knocking. They are already waiting for it, but they are only getting into this marriage because of this thing. Because a man will want to get into marriage because he wants his lineage to continue. Say, I cannot come to life and I do not have any kids. I need somebody to to continue my lineage, right? And a rich man will just say, okay, or an influential person will just say that I have built some influence, so I want somebody to take a part of the lineage. I want somebody to continue my legacy. And a poor man as well, a poor man will just say, okay, I'm poor, I just need a kid that will help me in the old age. So both of them need lineage, and either of them, or one way or the other, they want somebody that will support them in their old age, or somebody that will take over their legacy. So these are the exclusive benefits. Any other benefits are benefited exclusive by the woman or benefited by both man and the woman. So you must get that. So when you talk about the issue of companionship, men benefit, women benefit, emotional support, men benefit, women benefit, women, all the benefits like that. In fact, women even tapped into some of the men exclusive benefits, which are like the issue of old age. Women get to benefit too. Like the issue of issue of lineage, women get to benefit because men doesn't naturally deliver the king or son alone. He has to do it with woman, right? So now let us look at the benefit of women. The exclusive benefit. One is financial support. Two is security. These are two exclusive benefits. This exclusive benefit, women has two, but for some reason, man only managed, is not even common in the society today. Man managed to even be tapping in the area of finance. But you see, the area of security is 100%. 100% women benefit exclusively, 100% security, because men are the champion of security. Like everywhere, when attack comes to the house, men has to be here. Men has to come out and defend his family. And that is why you see man, you say, oh, I can allow you to insult me, but I cannot take it when you insult my wife, because I have to protect my wife. I have to protect her no matter what. So women enjoys that benefit. So when you are talking about the other financial benefit that I say man has to manage somehow, it's practiced in some that they will say, okay, let us share the bill. Let's share the bill. Yes, it's practiced in some places, but even religion does not even give rights. Like Islam does not give rights for man. He wants that exclusively to remain with the woman. That is why in Islam they said, okay, women don't spend your dime on any household thing. Let the man do everything. Like the man has to take care of his house from the beginning to the end. The kids, the health, the shelter, the food, everything is the responsibility of the man. In Christianity, yes, it's not too clear, but of course, I want to believe that Christianity equally encourage that men take care of their house. So now you now see that women actually benefit more than men. So that's your idea that, okay, you want to live a happy life, be knocking. As a part of this thing that is tying man to marriage, man will not even want to have that marriage too, because you just feel that, come on, after all, I'm the one that is spending all my money. I'm the one that is securing this house. So every other benefit that I'm going to benefit from marriage, I can get it somewhere else. Knocking that you're talking about, the man can always get it anyway. Not inside, not exclusively inside that marriage. They can get it anywhere. They can do it anywhere, anyhow. So companionship, they can get it, thinking, and many things. Men can actually get it outside the marriage. So these are the things that men cannot get outside the marriage, and that is why that time they are having mental tie to marriage. And now that you are saying all of this, that okay, no man, don't worry again. I don't need you to tie your mental to this marriage. Just go free, enjoy your life, right? So men will just say, oh, you're welcome, baby. You're welcome. You are welcome to the party, So what they will now do is they leave you with all responsibility. So you have to carry the large burden of even childbirth responsibility. You have to carry that. The pains women usually go through in delivering baby, nursing baby, all those things are not easy. Men have to leave it for you. So the issue of finances, supporting the house and everything, men have to leave it for you. So the issue of security, men just have to leave everything for you and say, okay, you said you can take care of it. All my job is just to come and knock and move. You understand? So you enjoy life. So this way is not favoring the female. It's no way favoring the female. So that is why I just have to talk to you. You have to reason this and to talk to people who are even reasoning with some of these things, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't favor the female. Come on, it doesn't favor the female. So I understand, like some of the things you talk about, you're talking about, okay, the animal exist naturally, that there are ways of it. You just said it yourself, that women have a complex brain to think, brain to learn, brain to reason, brain to do a lot of things. So that is why when you keep a baby goat and a human baby in the same place and they grow, the human baby will learn the way of the goat, and the goat will not learn the way of the woman because of the structure, the complexity of the human to learn. You understand? They will learn the way of the goat. So I want to believe, since you said you train animals, maybe that is what you've learned. So you want the woman with higher woman to start living the way of lower animals. Right? This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in no way. It's not favoring the woman. And that's the problem I used to have on social media. A lot of people just come to social media, they just say what they want to say, and they just do it. And sometimes they'll tell you it's for cruise. I'm just creating content. There are issues that you don't just create content about. Because, madam, this doesn't favor the female at all. No way it favors the female. And besides, you are narrow-minded. You have to be broad, especially when you're talking about sensitive issue that has to do with society. You have to be broad. And besides, and despite that, I still see some people like looking at the comment section, some people are even reasoning with you and saying, oh, come on, I just want to be knocking this one, knocking that one, knocking this one. Come on, you have the team, you have the market already. There are men's already ready. They are even practicing all these things already, waiting for you, waiting for the gate to open so that they can knock. Men are there to put you on a 3-year consecutive pregnancy, like 1, 2, 3, no issue. And they are still fine. So it's your business. So, madam, just have to reason.